Okay, I've got the motor back together and got coolant in it, and it's set overnight, so there's no leak, so no reduction in the water volume that indicates a leak into the motor either. So we're going to try to start it and run it in today. I pull the air boxes off so that I can take the stethoscope and listen to the carbs and make sure they're balanced like they should be. Got the heat gun so I can check and see what the temps of each header outlet is to make sure we're running even, and fuel's pretty much even. Actually, the first couple of times we started and ran it briefly without coolant, it was surprising that it wanted to run as bad as it did. And it sounds pretty good. I finished the header collectors so that they're down to where an exhaust system can be fitted. I guess you can see that. I don't know how good this camera is close up, but just to cover a couple of things, the distributor is a Mercedes 450 that I shortened and built a drive system to mate into the Montreal drive. The intake system is one I fabricated. The 40 DCOEs or 40 DCOE 27s that are basically the carburetors that came on a 1600 Alfa. They've got 30 millimeter choke tubes or venturis, whatever you want to call them. I don't know whether you can see in the choke, in the auxiliary chokes, I've modified them from just opening at 40 to tapering so that I could use 45 millimeter air horns on it to just straighten the air a little bit before it goes in and get a little bit better flow through the auxiliary venturis. The alternator on it is from a 164. It's got a lot of capacity and a little bit better, more modern design. I've got about 2 gallons of gas in it, race fuel. I hated to use the race fuel, but that's all I had in the shop. So basically it's ready to start. Thought I'd give you a quick look at the car that is probably going to go in. This is the modified 74 Spider that I changed the front end and the grill opening and put a Gia hardtop on it. We modified the trunk area for the oil reservoir. The back box over there is for the oil reservoir. The other is for a battery and a small toolbox. It's just in the first stage paint. This is just a working shot that's on it. Something to work from to try to get the paint smoothed out, but it's going to be a little different. The wheels that'll go on it are those. They're 16 by 8s, and I've also got all the suspension modification pieces built. The wider lower ball joints, the adjustable upper joints to get the suspension moved out about 1 inch on each side. The wheels are offset more to the inside, so I won't have problems with kingpin angle, scrubbing, and that kind of thing that you get with wider wheels. The GTR we got it tinned out at Foy's shop, and it's just not room for the Montreal in it. I'm thinking of going in now and cutting the foot box back and cutting the passenger side frame rail and try to get the V8 in it, but who knows. It's going to take some chassis modifications, moving the lower rail, moving the already big tunnel so that it's offset to the passenger side a little bit more, which really won't be an issue. But we rolled the seats out of aluminum, and there's plenty of room to do those mods to get the motor in there if I want to do it. It's just a matter of, what am I going to do with it. But anyway, we can try to get this thing going and let it run for a while today. Let's see where to put this. Let's set it here. And maybe that's aimed at it enough that you can see it. We'll brace this and go over here and try to start this thing.